And we are live. Just allow me a few seconds as per usual to go around plugging this stream so I can get my usual few viewers in here. And that'll be a second, and I'm going to be a little bit boring while I get the plugs going, but bear with me for a few seconds and then we'll get this show on the road. I'm just going to drop the link a few places and then we'll be good to go. Where else do I need to plug it? Here we go. And that should be good enough. Hey Slap, how you doing today, man? And I'm starting at 0 because I want... because this is going to start when I start losing games. It's going to get harder and harder to win, so I kind of want to make the first one a little bit difficult to come up. So that's why I'm starting at the bottom of the ladder with this account, and we'll see what happens here. Let's start off going against the Kamala team, so this will be a little bit fun. Hey, that Pokemon's broke, don't rest on it. No pun intended. And I see a Smeargle. My plan with this team, what I do against Smeargles, is I try and get a flinch with Dark Pulse. That's my strategy. Instead, it leads off with Tapu Lele, which is pretty interesting. I'm just going to make the ultra safe play into Ferrothorn. I have no clue about my opponent's ability. He just goes for Moonblast. So that's our first indication about it. His team looks very vulnerable to Thunder Wave, so I'm just going to throw one off. Garchomp's the only thing that really takes one, except for Kamala, which he would never bring in a Kamala on a Ferrothorn. And Chomp probably wouldn't be bringing either. He was in a Kyurem Black. Since when is that a Ferrothorn answer? He may have HP Fire, even though that's not very common. I'm just going to seed him anyway. He goes out into Tapu Lele. I'm just going to throw up another Thunder Wave. You don't KO me with an HP Fire, and I'm very glad to get that thing Thunder Waved. It's a little bit of an annoying Pokemon to deal with my team. Oh, that's cool, Slap. I tried to mess around with that, but I can't even get my DS's SD card open, so I'm pretty sure this guy is choice locked. Almost certain, or else why would he play the way he's played? So I'm going to go into my Garchomp, and I'm going to get my rocks up. Chomp obviously would munch on that, and getting rocked up versus his team, very nice. He brings in his Kyurem Black. I don't know when that's switching to Garchomp. Bye-bye Kyurem. We will see that thing go down. Chomp is a phenomenal matchup versus his team in general. And there we go. We'll get the first W there. Not going to have to demote anything. And what I'm doing with this team is every time I lose a battle, I'm going to pick one of my Pokemon and then I'm going to drop it for a replacement in the same, or in the below tier. So if I lose Garchomp, or if I choose Garchomp to go, then I'll switch it for a UU Mon that does a similar role. That's kind of what I'm going at with this. I just thought it'd be a fun thing to try. I haven't exactly tested this in the shop, but I just thought it'd be fun to do. He leads Magearna. I lead Mawile. He doesn't have great Mawile switchings at all. I could click Fire Fang, but I don't want to give Charizard a free switching. I think I'm just going to click Knockoff here. He decides to leave Magearna in on my Mawile and just click HP Fire. That's fine with me. Should have a thing in range of Fire Fang, you'd think. Actually, no, I don't, do I? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not the greatest math surgeon the world's ever known. You know, I'm going to go right into Garchomp. He'll either HP Fire or Volt. Who Ice Beams there? The man's nuts. This man's crazy. Okay, so I have to adjust my play because I'm on the low ladder and I'm kind of anthropomorphizing people here. I didn't register the account. I should. Should register the account. There we go. Now I got it. So he goes Charizard. I'm guessing X based on his team. It would have to be. I just want to get a para off on this thing. Wow, Flare Blitz just goes right in and takes me out. This is not looking so good, boys. But I'm looking for his ground switching. Not very good ones. He is adamant. Okay, so I guess that explains the thing just taking Zapdos out there. His Ninetales, he's going to get up his Veil. I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn. I'm going to kind of stall around and deal with my hazards. He doesn't have a great bring in Ferrothorn, and I can kind of stall out turns of his Veil. Basically, I'm looking for my win con with Landorus. I need to stall out the Veil, get a little bit of damage off on Ninetales, get a little bit of damage off on Tapu Lele, and then just kind of deal with Bisharp there. And that's kind of my way of winning with my Landorus. Oh, he's out. That was a very curious decision to forfeit there, but I guess we take these. That's a little ladder for you. Thanks, Mirage. Alright, so this is a whack-ass team. Oh man, I probably shouldn't have started right at the bottom of the ladder, because I've won 2 games and I'm still facing Brion Primarina. Hey, maybe this guy's a Lord, I don't even know. I guess I just want to lead off with Greninja here. I don't even know what to do against this. So, I will just lead that. He puts the timer on and he's still not clicking his move. He leads Brion. Brion's just water. So I have no reason not to just throw off a Dark Pulse. Wow, what a beast. What a beast. It just munched that. I'm sleeping on this Pokemon. It's too powerful. This is a Specs Greninja. Come on, let's get another flinch. There we go. Greninja's on a roll here. Only thing he's... Well, he's got it seems basically a Fairy Mono. He goes for the Aqua Jet there. I wonder if the thing had a Fairy move. I don't even know if Brion learns Moonblast. Yeah, Brion is a good quality Pokemon. So I wonder what first impression move he's gonna click here. I have no clue. Is that banded damage? I guess it could have been like Insect Plate because I'm not running any Calcs, but it looked like banded damage to me. So I'm gonna get on my Spikes. Spike's really nice in this matchup. Brings in Mudsdale. Alright. He'll get up his rocks, that's fine with me. My hazards are worse for him than his are for me. Get the thing seated just so I can keep some longevity on Ferrothorn, which is a hard time breaking. And that thing looks very, very, very offensive based on that damage. I just want all my hazards up. I'm gonna get them all. Brings in Gliscopod again. I still think that thing's banded. I'm gonna deal as if it is. Bring in my Zapdos. I can roost up. Probably see him bring in Mudsdale. That would be my thought. It's today Saturday? Shit. I think I didn't even know today was Saturday, frankly. I'll get it back at some time. 2 days missing, kind of with a reason, just a lot of shit going on with the place. This time I mostly just forgot. Also, I only have like 4 sets and they're all very old, so I'm gonna have to find a new way to kick it off, I think, when I do. He probably wants to lead off with main. I just want to lead off. He could go forward too, that's very possible, which does not bother me at all. I can just U-turn out into my Zapdos, which is a great answer to this thing. Bring in my Zappy. He'll get up T-Spike. Doesn't scare me too much. Frankly, rocks are more annoying for me to deal with. I'll just go for Discharge here. If he wants to get on more hazards, I can just defog them away. Yep. Okay, so basically now, since he's paralyzed, I can just kind of defog until he gets parried, and then I can throw off a Heat Wave. So this thing's basically done, and hazards will not be up. He'll Volt out. It's fine with me. Let's see what threat he wants to bring in. Hopefully not the Rattata, which I have no answers for. Come on, chat. I got Shadow here, the little dog that Mirage stole food from on the last one. He was supposed to get one of his pepperonis and he didn't get one. And that was pretty hard on him because he was really hungry, but hopefully this live isn't as traumatizing for him. Landers isn't an answer to Zapdos, so I'm not switching out because it's not at all an answer. I'm just going to throw off a Heat Wave. He doesn't have a great switch in on this Heat Wave at all. I guess he'll probably opt to bring an Umbreon, which invites in Mawile, so that's not scary for me. Manectric's going to take damage. Yeah, 50%, that is not a good hit you want to be taking. I'm just going to Heat Wave again. If he volts out, he volts out. I'm still going to be at decent health. Flamethrower, not doing enough. I'm just going to try and roost up on this thing. Should be able to. Thunderbolt's going to be doing 50 something, and I have lefties. He'll volt out. That's very fine with me. I guess he's got some kind of volt turn Rattata thing going on here. He brings an Umbreon, which is great for me because Mawile gets a KO every time it comes in. Dark Pulse Umbreon, what a lord. Yeah, it was harsh, Slap. The poor dog. And he was so sad too because she didn't let him get any of his favorite little pepperonis. Alright, so this Umbreon is catching a Play Rough. And you are not wishing that off, my friend. You are not wishing that off. What's up, Chihuahua?
What's up, Chihuahua?
Oh, is Manectric the bring-in on this thing? I don't think it is. I do not think it is. Yeah, we will gladly sucker that thing out the building. Bye-bye, Manectric. Slap, nothing no one truly knows. Alright, we are facing a Fire Mono. Still, we're at that point in the ladder, I guess. Where are our points at? Let's figure out where our points are at. 1135. Alright. 4-0. Probably need to get to like 1400 before we stop seeing downy teams. And I just lead off with Greninja, which pretty much 6-0s his team. Very easy lead, very easy Greninja wins. He leads off with Blacephalon, and that is fantastic for me. I think I just want to safely click Dark Pulse. I don't want to risk Hydro missing because Greninja's so good versus his team, and he doesn't even have a Dark Pulse switch in. So I think that's my best move. He goes Rotom Heat on what should have been a water move, so I don't know what this guy is really thinking. I'm just going to bring in my Chomp. Do not care if he whisks me, I want to get my rocks up. I'll click my rocks here. If he wants to defog, he can continue defogging. But I should be able to win this war, no problem.
What's up, Chia?
Is the mean man who didn't let you get your food here on the stream? Oh, we were talking about the dog and how you kept the dog from getting at food last time. It was very hard on the dog. Okay, you can defog, my friend. I'm going to Sword Stance up. I get one more and then he's definitely in range of my Zemu. That's when I click my rocks and we'll see if he wants to keep spamming defog as I click Sword Stance. That's my thought process here. Let's get Shadow in this shot. He's the real star of the show. I gotta put the timer on this man because he's now taking forever. He knows the power. There's the chomp. It's too much. He knows. Is he defogging again? Hex. Hello? I can get rocks up later. I'll just take this thing out now. Rotom is his only way of dealing with quite a few things, so I can still get on my rocks on Arcanine, or Charizard, or his Camerupt. Only Infernape and Blacephalon keep them off. Goes on a Nape. Zapdos is a fairly decent switching on that. Goes for Mach Punch and avoids the static. I kind of see Camerupt coming in here. I think that's what he would do, so I'm just going to go into Garchomp. Although maybe I shouldn't anthropomorphize this guy. He does go into Camerupt, and that is rocks for the remainder of the game, unless he busts out the Defog Zard. And rocks are very, very nice in this matchup. Makes it even easier for Greninja to just clean things up with Shuriken. Just need to Ash form the thing, and then Shuriken should be GG. If you're looking for your Garchomp switching, you don't have one, even though it's burned. Oh, Charizard, okay. I just outrage this thing, get it closer to range of Dark Pulse. What the hell? This man's nuts. Whatever. Still loses, but that's annoying. The hell is this shit, though? The hell is that shit? And is he not even freaking Zardawai? What the hell is he doing? Alright, dog's taking a nap, so I'm putting this back up. I got no clue how this dog sleeps on my legs, especially because I got a restless leg syndrome, which means my legs are always kind of going like that. Brings in Blacephalon. I'm not taking any chances with my Greninja, ever. I'm going to Mawile. Who clicks Mind Blown there? This man's on some whack shit. But I just click Shuriken here. Just click Shuriken here. So what kind of teams do you guys like on the ladder? You got any particular things you like to use on this cancerous, toxic OU ladder? Oh, this man's taking forever. I think it's time for me to find another game. Trick Room, okay. I think my team deals with Trick Room pretty well. Probably same lead off with Uxie. He's got a risk being flinched. I have never once got a flinch with this thing against the lead. Never once against the lead Uxie. Never once against the lead Smeargle. Never has happened. And I've used this team in like hundreds of games, so watch, it's not gonna flinch. Yep, never once has happened. It's the craziest thing. Here you go, little buddy. Little Dog's ready to get asleep on a surface that isn't jumping up like that. This guy's back. Blacephalon goes down to a single shirt. Nape doesn't take this. Yeah, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. This guy is taking forever to make his play. He doesn't deal with Greninja too well. Especially now when I don't get those flinches like that. Never once happened against anything. In the hundreds of games I've used that team. There's no way that Arcanine has a move to touch me. I'm fairly confident. Really? Oh, this man's on some whack shit. This man's whole thing is on some whack shit. Well, at least my Greninja Megas or whatever. Brings out his Conkeldurr. I just gotta go in my Zapdos here. And we'll get the static pair, which is nice, and I'll defog his hazards away. If he kills me, that's fine. He's not getting rocks back up. Unless it's Mawile's rocks, which would be some whack. So I gotta bring my Mawile here. I'm looking for a Mawile switch in, but they don't exist. They're not in nature. Brings out his camera up. Get an Earthquake that do a ton. His Flamethrower almost takes me out. That is nuts. This Pokemon is powerful. And that's going to be the game there. Way closer than it should have been because he was on some whack shit. Brings in the Cresselia on the Mawile. That's a great switch in. And I'll knock the thing off because Trick Room is negative priority. Brings in a Stakataka. That's fine with me. I got my Ferrothorn here. And I'm going to start hazard stacking on this man. He brings in Drampa and guess it's Fire Move. That's what he's trying to tell me. Fire Move doesn't even take me out. It would probably be Berserk, right? I don't even know what Berserk does, to be honest. Something about boosting its special attack when it's weakened or something. Or reaches. You'd think it would be Berserk and Trick Room. So, I'm just going to keep clicking spikes. Whatever. Yep, Flamethrower doesn't take me out. One more spike. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Garchomp. I'm going to go to Garchomp on the Flamethrower, and then I'll sack for Hawthorne. It goes to Hyper Voice. This is still my optimal play. Now I get to bring in my Chomp or my Mawile. Mawile, he wouldn't be max speed. I think I'm just going to go into my Chomp anyway, though. I got to go with my Chomp, and I can go for my Devastating Drake here. If he wants to switch into Mawile, he's on some whack shit, but hey, go for it. It's not the end of the world for me if he does. Stays in, Drampa goes down, there we go. Need to face some more tough teams so we can get potential losses and start to get this team downgraded. That's what we need. I'm just going to Outrage there, he's down to Mawile and Stakataka, so I'm just good to go with my Landorus here. Shadow, what's your deal? He's growling at something. Shadow, come on. Come on. Here we go. I'm growling at people because I'm a big jerk. That's what he's saying. I think everything I have here is a win con. I'm just going to U-turn out, bring in my Mawile. I can click Fire Fang here. If he wants to go and stack it, you can. I've still got my answers to that thing alive.
What's up, Law?
Mawile goes down, so it's all down to Stakataka. I believe my play here is just to knock off first. Of course, it's Z-move, not surprising. Here I can go into my Landorus. Assuming you go for a Gyro or something. Landorus is going to eat. It's fine with me. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. It'll take me out. Trick Room almost stalled. I just got to get this thing in range of my Water Shuriken. Actually, he attacks me here and digs Mawile out, which might have been a choke, because now Greninja comes in here and I click Dark Pulse. GG, my man. We're going to move on to what, 5-0 or 6-0? Something like that. Some point where I know we got to lose at some point. It's got to happen. Alright, this is an interesting looking team. 3 steals and 3 whack shit. That's basically what the team is. Yep, he's going to lead Smeargle, and I'm going to try unsuccessfully to flinch it. I'm not going to flinch it because I never have flinched a lead with Dark Pulse. So, but it's still my optimal play to go for it. As unsuccessful as I will be doing so. He doesn't have a Greninja switch in at all. Ferrothorn can kind of take Dark Pulses, but not forever. I just need Ferrothorn weaken, and then Greninja looks very, very good in this matchup. Water Shuriken just kills everything except for his Ferrothorn, so that's literally my only obstacle. I don't flinch leads like Smeargle, Web Setters of any sort, or what was the other thing?
Shadow, you're distracting me.
I've never flinched a Hazard lead or a Trick Room lead. Never once with this team, and I faced him at least 50 times. See? Never once. And I have to keep attacking because I need Greninja to wake up. Oh, there we go. Gets his webs up though. Brings in his Bisharp. I've got to go into my Ferrothorn here. He's going to take a good amount of damage, which is nice for my team. I'm thinking if I eventually... I don't think I need to defog. I think what I need to do is get my hazards up, and then I can win with Shuriken. That's kind of where my head's at. He brings in his Ferrothorn. Alright. Well, if he's just going to bring it in, then I might as well go Zapdos. He goes into his Heatran. I'm just going to discharge this thing. Go for Taunt. Yeah, I'm really not that adamant on defogging like you think, man. I really want to get this thing paralyzed. And we do get it paralyzed. That's beautiful. And now I can defog. He probably should have brought his Bisharp in there. I guess he might have thought I didn't have defog because I can click it right away. I didn't really plan on getting rid of his webs, but if he made it that free for me, I thought I might as well. He was on a Metacham. He's got a Risk. Static. He risks it and he's rewarded, but he's got one more to take. I don't know why he thought it was his best play to risk Static twice, but of course he gets rewarded making that bad play. I'm going to go into my Chompers here. I'm just going to go right for a Z move. If he goes for Ferrothorn, I don't particularly care. Very nice to see the Metacham go down. This game's getting even easier for my Greninja. He brings in Blacephalon. The hell? I think the only set that runs Never Ending Nightmare is the Speed Boost set, so that's probably why Chomp was able to take it and why I didn't really fear that thing. I'm fairly certain only the Speed Boost set runs Never Ending Nightmare. So this team is looking like Mawile food, which is nice, but what team isn't looking like Mawile food? Anytime I see a thick core like that with my Mawile, ooh, I love it. So he probably wants to lead off with something like he wants to lead off with one of these three for sure. Lopunny, Heatran, Greninja. I'm good to just lead off with my Landorus regardless. He leads Heatran. I think I just want to click Earthquake because I don't care if one of his walls come in. Yeah, that doesn't really... He has Slowbro, that does not bug me. So I can just go into my Zapdos. It's gotta be like AV, right? How unwell it took that Earthquake. So here on Zapdos, you'd think he'd probably want to bring in his Nidoking. Almost definitely, right? It could very well be Scarf on this team. I'm gonna go back into my Landorus. He'll go Nidoking, that's fine with me. This time I will U-turn. See if he is crazy enough to leave this thing in. You know, he may just be, but whatever. He brings in his Slowbro. This is a good chance for me to click Knock Off with my Mawile. I want to start breaking his Fat Core. Very important for me to start taking chunks out of his bulk early so I can win with Greninja later, or even Landorus. Chomp looks pretty nice too. Knock Off. He does not have Knock Off answers. What's up, Sebastian? How you doing today? So I'm gonna Knock Off. He'll go into Heatran and show to be Z-Tran, which is fine with me. I just gotta go into my Chomp here. He goes for Inferno Overdrive. I just gotta get my rocks up. Hazards are very nice. I can get his Tangrowth in range of my Greninja with hazards, so that's kind of what I'm thinking about. He goes down to Slowbro. That's fine with me. I think I just want to go for my Z move here, do I? I think I just want to go for my Z move here. He takes me out, and now I get to bring in Mawile, and this time it's going to claim a KO. Mawile will KO something. He goes on a Heatran, barely survives that. He is in range of Sucker Punch by far. Clearly in range of Sucker Punch. He tries to make a fancy play, good for him. I'm just going to Sucker again, I don't particularly care. I'm going to keep clicking it. I have no need to hoard these. And we'll get them, yeah. I was willing to fire through with a lot of them to get that thing down. Mawile was going to claim a KO. Brings in his Nidoking. I could potentially let Zap go here. For Hawthorne, I need it for Greninja. I think I'm going to go Landorus here and try to make a prediction. As he actually shows to be that kind of whack shit with sub. Alright. Well, Landorus is the least important Pokemon I have, frankly. I had to bring in my Greninja here. I'm just going to click Dark Pulse. He wants to bring in Tangrowth. That's fine with me. Do a decent chunk to that thing, and I get to bring in my Mawile. Every time I bring in my Mawile, it's bad news bears for him. So, that's very fine with me. I need some chip off on this thing to win with my Greninja, but... Ooh, he goes for Sludge Bomb. That's a costly turn for him. I just get to click Play Rough, and I'm looking for his Play Rough switch in. Yeah, Tangrowth is not taking that. He brings in his Nidoking. Not really looking to play those games with Nidoking. I'm wondering if I need Mawile. If I still need Mawile. I don't think I do. I'm just going to click Knock Off here. He clicks Substitute, not surprised by that. He's going to click Substitute again here. I'm fairly confident in it. I think I just clicked Knock Off 3 times and he's going to try and outplay my Sucker Punches. He actually just goes for Earth Power, surprises me there. But I get to bring in my Greninja here. I'm looking for his Greninja answer. I am looking for it. Uh-oh, is that it? Is the Greninja answer? It's looking pretty dangerous for him. Oh, he's Protein. Well, he's now in range of Dark Pulse. Brings out his Lopunny. He's going to have to chance 2 statics here. That's static 1. I don't get it, of course. Well, here's static 2. And of course I don't get it. Well, I now need him to miss a jump kick. It was basically 40. Odds were essentially in my favor to get rid of this thing because he had to avoid static twice and land aside jump kicks. Of course, he's too lucky for that to happen, so I'm going to have to demote one of my Pokemon, but it's whatever. Let's see what I can find for a good UU grass type. Or a UU spike setter. I'm wondering what my most expendable Pokemon is here. I could go for a Amoonguss here. That's a very real option. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Amoonguss is gonna be my replacement for Frauthorn. I probably should demote Zapdos after what happened in that game, though. That's probably what I should do, but I'm not. What I want, Stomping Tantrum, probably. That looks like a decent enough set. Sassy's the only way. I don't want none of this whack shit they're recommending. I guess I'll invest in defense, and let's see if we can get back to it. I'm still winning with this team with the Pokemon demote. You know what? I should have cloned this team. I'm going to clone it now because I know where I can get the Frauthorn set. I should clone this team so I don't lose it. That would have been a bit of an oversight there. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, this is an interesting looking matchup here. He's pretty vulnerable to Mawile, but who isn't? Just gotta deal with the Venusaur, get up spikes, and then Venusaur's very weak. He doesn't have much for hazard control. He'll probably just want to set up his own alongside me. Potential lead for Greninja, I would think. I'm just gonna lead off with my Landorus. He leads off Greninja. I'm just gonna click U-turn. These things aren't usually Scarf anymore. He may be. Get a nice chunk of damage off on that thing. Going to my Mungus, Munch on that Ice Beam, no problem. He'll probably want to go into his Venusaur here, I think. Or he may just U-turn. I think I'm just going to click HP Fire. I think that's my soundest play here. This Venusaur, I get a nice 18% chip. I don't deal with this Pokemon well. Not having spikes makes it a lot more annoying to deal with. I'm going to go hard into my Chomp. I don't think he'd want to fuck around with my Z move. I'm just going to get my rocks up. If he does fuck around with my Z move, he's on some whack shit. Rocks are very nice in this matchup. I need him to start to win with Mawile. Going to my Zapdos on a Celesteela. He'd probably want to switch out here. I think my smartest play is just going to Mawile. It kind of covers everything except for maybe a Venusaur switching. Anything he would realistically do, Mawile kind of covers. He was on a Zygarde, okay. Zygarde is his switch in a Zapdos? That's not a smart play by the opponent. Especially because I run HP Ice on Zapdos quite often. Not a very sound play. He's going to 1,000 Arrows me, knock me down. I'm just going to U-turn here. Don't want to fuck around with HP Ice as he goes into Steela or something. Ooh, he goes into Latios. And he is out. There we go. Alright, on to the next one. I wonder what the next thing we'd replace would be. So the rest of the team's a lot more difficult than Frauthorn to replace. It looks like a good matchup to lead Landorus. He goes Greninja. Oh, who's Scarf Greninja? It's not really a set people run anymore. Whatever. I'm just gonna go Knockoff, thinking more Heatran than Venusaur. Yo's Landorus. Oh, is that a switching? I'm guessing Sky Strike. Rocky Helmet. Okay. So he should be out of range of Sucker Punch, just barely. I'm just gonna go into my Zapdos here. He goes for Earthquake. That's fine with me. Venusaur is so hard for me to deal with, especially replacing spikes, and now since I've replaced the spikes on the team, I face 2 Venusaurs in a row, so that's beautiful. He's gonna Heat Wave again. He goes into Heatran. That's fine with me. I'll go into my Chompers. I don't deal with this Pokemon too well right now. Not with that Flash Fire up. I'm gonna get on my rocks. Probably see him going to Landorus. He wouldn't really want to risk this Pokemon to an Earthquake. He goes for a Protect here, and I'm going to go right for Devastating Drake to cover any switching. If he leaves in his... alright. He just sacks Landorus there. Alright. That makes sense. Honestly, I thought the Landorus was at more health. I'm not sure why I thought that, but I did. Whatever, though. He goes into Mew. I still probably want Chomp around. I'm going to go right into my Greninja. He goes for Nasty Plot. Should be in range of my Dark Pulse. His only Dark Pulse switching is his Tyranitar, and he lets me turn into my Battle Bond Greninja, which is dangerous for him. He now has a real hard time bringing anything in on this. He goes on his Greninja. I'm just going to go into Mungus. I'm guessing he's Protein. If he's... Alright, I already know he's Protein. I'm not guessing. So, he'll probably bring in Heatran here. Would be surprised if he didn't. This Greninja's pretty annoying for me to deal with, actually. But he has much harder time dealing with my Greninja, so that's not the end of the world. He brings in his Venusaur. I'm content to try to get a pair off on this thing, because a pair off on this thing is really annoying for him. Since he gets a Sludge Bomb Poison, I'm not able to roost off on this thing. I just have to go for my Discharge and see if I can para him. So that's stupid, but whatever, that's Mons. I do get the para though, which is nice. I'm going to roost up here. Now that I can again. I'm able to beat this thing 1v1, I think. And I guess it kind of depends on paras. He brings in his T-Tar. I imagine he'd probably want to go for a Pursuit or something like that. I'm just going to throw off a Discharge on this thing. Get his team more in range of Dark Pulse, even if he doesn't go for the Pursuit. So it's kind of win-win for me. He does go for the pursuit. Risk static, risk discharge. Neither happens. That's Mons. We do get the para there. He goes for pursuit, takes me out. I'm guessing he might have been... It's looking like... that doesn't look like band damage, so he may have been scarfed there. It's a very real possibility. I just go to my Mawile here. I think my play is just click knockoff, predicting a switch in. Although he may just let this thing go down. Although he still very well could have been choice, so I think knocking off was a better play anyway. He instead chose to be Choppel though. But we do get the para, which is nice for us, not so nice for him. Either way, Greninja looked incredibly dangerous versus his team. This doesn't take me out, so I don't know what you're doing. I'm just going to click knockoff. Just for Hydro Pump, that wouldn't have KO'd me, so I don't really know why he did that. It would have taken me down to a weak amount of health, but it wouldn't have KO'd me. So, I want to save Mawile now, because it kind of deals... I think I kind of want to save it, because it kind of helps me deal with Venusaur. I'm going to go into my Amoonguss and just sack that off. I can go for Stomping Tantrum here if he wants to not click Protect. I can get him into a decent amount of health for me. Yes, for Protect. He still has to land a Magma Storm here if he wants to stay in. He goes on a Venusaur, alright. Well, this thing doesn't do too much to me. I'm just going to kind of force this thing to synthesize by throwing off Sludge Bombs. Yeah, that's not doing damage. There is such thing as damage, but that is not it. I think I'm going to go Mawile here, get my Regenerator on my Amoonguss. It's especially nice when going for Sludge Bomb. I'm just going to click Knockoff here. He can synthesize, he can Hidden Power. I'm going to go for Fire Fang here. He risks Flinch and he risks Para. Of course he breaks through though. I'm just going to go back for Knockoff in case he wants to go Tran. He again avoids getting paralyzed. No flinch, no para, still. I keep going for Fire Fang because it gives me that flinch chance. This man is immune to it though. He will not get any hacks. Shadow. I think my play here is to go into Chomp, which gives me the chance to weaken this thing. I'll start by clicking Earthquake. I'll Sword Stance so he gets some synthesises off. Shadow. Oh, Shadow. He goes into Venusaur. I'm gonna outrage the thing. Finally, he gets paralyzed, which is just justice in the purest way. Alright, he brings in Tran. I'm gonna Earthquake this thing. He'll protect. Of course, he gets that. I still have Greninja. This man's a hacking machine. I'm just going to safely click Water Shuriken because I know I would miss 100 Hydros versus this guy. He's got the best luck on the planet. He's going to go for a Magma Storm and he's going to try and protect me all the way down. If anyone could do it, it's this guy. So we'll see what happens. If anyone can do it, it's this guy. I'd say that his team doesn't live up to his name, but mine doesn't either. He's 2 for 2 there. Let's see what happens here. I'm just going to go for Shuriken. His odds of getting a Protect again are very low, but if anyone can do it, it's this guy. So we'll see what happens. And he's taken forever for a play that shouldn't take forever. He just has to click Protect. I'm just going to find my next battle. I'm not going to lose this one as he fails his Protect. There we go. Uh-oh, we now face the Glalie there or a Heat. It may be a fresh loss here because this guy's got too much power. This guy might be too good. What the hell's wrong with you, dog? So here I think I just want to lead off. I think he would lead Zeraora, right? I just want to lead off with my Landers. Come on, doggy. Come on. He leads Keldeo. I always just go Amoonguss here, very free. He goes for Taunt. I'm just going to click Hidden Power Fire here. He'd probably go into either Ferrothorn or Glalie, I would think. So HP Fire is pretty free here. I could also go into Mawile in hindsight. He instead goes into Zeraora. I'm just good to... Is that AV damage? I don't think so. I'm just... No, it's just a weak Amoonguss. He's Life Orb. Good to know. I've got regen, so that's not the end of the world. Gonna poison that thing, makes it easier. I feel like he's gonna go for an HP Ice here. I feel like he's gonna go for an HP Ice. I'm gonna go into Zapdos. Goes for Fire Punch and the thing goes down. That's wonderful for me. That thing's a threat. He'll probably bring an Excadrill here. That's what I would think. Brings in his Landorus. That's almost never an answer to Zapdos, so I'm not moving on that thing. He gets up his rocks. I'm just going to defog them away. If he wants to be stubborn about getting the rocks up, it's going to cost him his Landorus, so do what you will. He U-turns, and he's going to get caught by the static, which is wonderful for me. Landorus is never going to scare out almost any variant of Zapdos at all. So many people want to bring in Landorus, and I can't remember a time that I've seen a Landorus and thought, oh, I better switch out my Zapdos here. Generally, that won't happen. Oh man, this man's the Hydro Vortex tech. He's too good. The Zapdos is still very much salvageable. So, I'll just go into my Amoonguss here. I'm just going to go for Giga Drain safely. Yeah, I had a hunch that he might want to attack there with his Keldeo. And he does. And we're going to cop the W there. So, how high are we getting on this? We got to be in the 13s, right? $12.51. Feels higher than that. At some point, this team's got to start getting worse. I mean, Amoonguss as the UU replacement for Ferrothorn is pretty much doing as well. Maybe a little bit worse. Probably see him want to lead off with Greninja here. That's what I would think. I think I just want to lead off with Mawile. He does lead off with Greninja. I'm going to click Knockoff. Greninja doesn't know a KO this Mon, and his knockoff switch-ins do not exist. Like, literally, his Dark Resist is Greninja, which makes things very nice for my Greninja. He brings in his Heatran, and he's got himself an Assault Vest. Okay, so I know he's not getting up hazards. I'm going to go into my Garchomp. I want to get up my hazards, force him to defog. He does not deal with rocks well. Unfortunately for him, he's going to miss Magma Storm, and he's out the building. He almost definitely lost anyway, so not the biggest deal. Although, of course, always annoying. I gotta start losing more, though. This is not getting interesting, because I've done now 11 battles with a team that looks OU-ish. Alright. So I'm just gonna lead off with Landorus. He'll lead for Ferrothorn. I'm good to go into my Zapdos here, I think. I will defog. Doubt he wants to leave this thing in. He does. That's a whack play. I'm going to Heat Wave. Yep, do a ton. He's traded his Ferrothorn for a Spike. That is fine with me. We take those gladly. And that was his answer to Greninja, so good play this, my friend. He brings in his Zapdos on my Zapdos, which lets me defog. So all that his Ferrothorn did is gone. I'm guessing, well, I'm not guessing, I know that's an HP Ice, so that's good to keep note of. And my answer to this thing is going to be my... I don't have great answers to this thing at all, actually. I might just go into my Amoonguss here. He brings out his Mimikyu. I'm just firing off a Sludge Bomb. I wish I had Foul Play on this thing right now, because Because this Mimikyu is going to KO something of the Z move. Thinking about what I want it to be. It's probably going to be Landorus that takes the Z move. He instead just goes for a Shadow Claw, so I now get to click Earthquake. If he wants to leave this thing in, it's going down. And he does, and it does. Very wonderful turn of events for me. This battle is looking good. He brings in his Greninja. I got a Mungus. And that will take down any variant of Ash Greninja. No problem. I'm not seeing a great Sludge Bomb answer on him. No promises, my friend. No promises. I'm not seeing as great bringing for this Pokemon at all. And it's looking very good for me. Zam's gonna take some damage there. Probably see him want to go for a Psyshock or something here. I want to keep my Mawile healthy. I'm just gonna go to Landorus here. He Calm Minds up. Landorus covers that. Landorus was not the most important Pokemon in the world for me at that point, especially not with him having a Zapdos. U-turn and that thing lives. Is that a bulky Zam? It's gotta be a bulky Zam. This man's whack. I'm gonna sack off the Amoonguss, I think. Do I sack off the Amoonguss? Amoonguss or Landorus, which means less? I think fuck the Landorus, save the Amoonguss. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll bring in my Greninja and I can click Water Shuriken here, see if he wants to switch. He doesn't have that great of Water Shuriken answer anyway. Zam will go down, Gren will become Ash, very good for me. I know, right, Bash? She's on some whack shit. How you doing today, Bash? Instead of Zapdos, I'll bring in my Amoonguss. I want to get off of poison on this thing, makes it 100 times easier to deal with. That's kind of where my head's at. Not seeing great. Okay, buddy. Alright, we get the poison off. That's fantastic. I'll bring in my Zapdos now. Which now definitely deals with this thing. I will Roost up. His only rational last move would be Roost. Bash, when you battling, what's his face? When you battling Tacos, I need a timer on that. And not just because I'm bored, which I am. Brings in Chomp. That doesn't scare me. I'm gonna Roost. Yeah, that doesn't scare me too much, does it? I should be in range of Hydro. Sucker now. Dark Pulse more safely too. I don't need my Zapdos. I'm just gonna Heat Wave. If he ever wants to Outrage, he risks getting paralyzed by my Static. Dragon Claw runs the same chance, and there we go. That makes this thing much, much easier to deal with. Slower than my Garchomp, it's slower than my Mawile. I can bring in Mawile, or I could bring in Chomp. Probably just... I want to save Chomp's Z move. I feel like Mawile's biggest role is just here. I think this is the most important thing Mawile can do, just click knock off safely. If he's Z move, he's Z move. He's not, so we'll take the thing out. What's up, Bibs? What's up, Duck? How you guys doing today? What's with the flat face for, Bibs? Bash, when any of those battles happen, you link them, and I want to watch them. I demand a link when those battles start in the stream, so I see them. Brings in his Zapdos, not an answer to Mawile. I just click knock off. If he statics me, he statics me. I'm just gonna Sucker here. Yep, got him. Hadn't shown my Sucker. Oh, I had shown my Sucker. I just got him there anyway. Alright, so knock off, safest play. Hydros. He's now in range of my Shuriken. Wonderful. And I'll just click Sucker, and that'll be the game. So, GG here. We're now gonna move on to what? 12-1? This team is not getting worse quick enough. Oh god. This tool. This is some bullshit. I think I want to take him on anyway, just because Chomp and Mawile kind of plow through his team. I think that's my plan. I'm just gonna lead off with Zapdos. He leads off with Sableye. If he wants a Mega, he's gotta risk getting parried. He's gonna protect. Okay, he'll probably bring in Quagsire here. That's what I would think. I think I go Mawile here. Yeah. He does go Quagsire. Amoonguss is a Mawile switching. That's a nice Mawile switching, buddy. You take this Fire Fang? Oh, you do. Shit. He goes for a Stun Spore there. Let's see your knockoff switch in, though. Let's see what's coming in on the knockoff. Yeah, that guy was a lord, Bibbs. He was a lord. I regret playing this battle. But Amoonguss is going down. Mawile is still very much a threat to him. Burn, now it's switching on Sableye as it can't be Wisp. He brings in Zapdos. I'm just going to go into my Amoonguss here. And I think here I'll go into my Garchomp. Covers a potential play into Jirachi. I'm just going to Drake the Sableye. Yeah. He whisked me, but if this thing goes down, I get my rocks up. So I think I just safely Earthquake here. He's got to switch this thing out. Yeah. And I'm going to get my rocks up as he goes Zapdos. And I'm sure he'll defog, but I get a Sword Stance. Yep. He's got a... He brings in Quagsire. I'm going to Earthquake here in case he wants to bring in a Sableye. He's just willing to let me get my rocks up, which is pretty weird to me. He was in a Sableye, that's fine. He cannot... He has to switch out, and he has to defog here. He protects. I'm just going to Earthquake. I hate this battle already. And I hate this guy who's completely toxic. So on Quagsire. Okay. Just going to click Earthquake, predicting his Sableye to come back in. Yep, Sableye goes down. Now stop my rocks, buddy. Let's see you stop my rocks now. If he wants to get rid of my rocks, he has to defog, which gets away his own rocks. So that's nice. And I will get them up. He's answered. He's only got his Chansey for Greninja, and I'm gonna make good use of that knowledge. I guess I just go into my Amoonguss here. Probably see Jirachi come in, that's what I think. I'm just gonna click Sludge Bomb because it covers him potentially trying to go Zapdos here. He does go Jirachi, that's fine with me. I will just sack off my Garchomp. I'm gonna go Landorus, and his only Landorus switching is Zapdos, so I'm gonna click Explosion. If he leaves Jirachi in, he's absolutely insane. Who the fuck is... Oh, this guy's nuts. Okay, whatever. I hate this match, and I hate this guy. He does go into Chansey here, not surprised. I get to click Play Rough, and we'll see. Quagsire's going to take too much from that. Okay, yeah, fuck that game. Whatever, I'll demote something. Screw that guy. Cage, I'm just doing this challenge right now. That was a toxic game. Let's see what I can find in UU's replacement to Chomp. I guess I could do Nape for rocks and kind of doing the similar role. Yeah, I guess Nape's good enough, right? Kind of does the same thing. Plus, it'd probably be somewhat fun to use. I'm just gonna basically copy the set. Actually, I probably want pummeling, don't I? That's probably what I want. Last move here, I could go Mach Punch, I guess. And we'll go back to the OU ladder. And we now have 2 demotions on the team. Yeah. You know what? That guy's... He's not going to do too well on the ladder regardless. He's not a very good stall player, and he is using bad stall, so he's not going to do too well. I think I'm good to just lead off with... Actually, Zapdos looks fairly nice. He leads off with Latias. It's fine with me. Welcome's in Mawile. I'm looking for your Mawile switching, my friend. He's gonna Thunderbolt. He's gonna trade his Mega Latias for half my Mawile's health. Alright, we take those. Brings in his Landorus. It's fine with me. I'll bring in my Zapdos. He gets rocks up. I'll get them right away. Brings in Magearna. It's not an answer to Zapdos. He'll discharge his thing, try to para it. Won't get the para. Not surprised. Roost up. Ice Beam. I'm gonna Roost up again. Come on, let's get the para. There we go. Wonderful. And we now Roost up. We Roost up. This thing remains not being a Zapdos answer. He has a Chansey. That's fine with me. I'll probably go into my Napier and get my rocks up. Zygarde, alright. I kind of want to keep Nape for Chansey. I don't think Pummeling takes this thing out either, so I'll just go into my Landorus. I'm going to U-turn thinking he would obviously want to switch out here. We're going to Landorus. It's fine with me. Bash, you better not forget to link that battle. I'll kill you. I will murder you. This thing is Rock, so it's probably not Scarf. Rock's Scarf is a bad set. I'm going to go into Mawile, predicting him to go into Chansey, because why wouldn't he? And he does. That's beautiful. I just got to click my knockoff here very freely. There's no Zygarde. Was it banded damage? Figgy Berry, okay. Very much not banded damage. I'll go back in a Landorus again, and I'm going to click HP Ice now. Zygarde lives it. He's going to go for his extreme speed. I'll go into my Amoonguss and save this. No reason not to save it. I'll go for a Sludge Bomb, see what he wants to do. Magearna is not an answer to this thing at all. We'll bring this Landorus. Gotta be Sky Strike if he's bringing it in here. I'm gonna go with my Landorus. He gets up his rocks. That's fine with me. Here comes the boom. That's what we'll do. Smarter play is probably clicking HP Ice, but the fact is I don't particularly care. He goes on a Greninja. Alright. I got a Moongus, so that's not scary to me. And as he shows to be Protein, we dodged that. I'm just gonna go for a Giga Drain. He brings in Chansey, that's fine with me. If he wants to take that chance, spam Taco. I want his mentions filled up with this. Spam him. I'll contribute, but I need him spam. Yeah, I added him. There we go. Spam him. This looks like a very winnable matchup. Pretty weak to my Infernape. I think I just want to lead off with my Landorus. And goes Nihilego. I'm gonna U-turn, but maybe I shouldn't overestimate this guy. Yeah, he thinks Nihilego's good to stay in on Landorus, so yeah, this is gonna be a fun game. This will be fun. I'm gonna go into Amoonguss. I'm just gonna click Giga Drain. No, I'm gonna click Tantrum. This guy's nuts. Yeah, he's not gonna be switching very much in this battle. That's something I gotta figure out quick. Should not be expecting switch-ins from him. Oh, Greninjas, you're bringing on Amoonguss. Oh, I guess it is. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh my god. This man's insane. Whatever, I need to boom. I need to get a boom out of my system. That's the only way I can feel better after that turn. Yep. Get that boom out of my system. Feeling better. A therapeutic boom. I'm gonna bring in Zapdos. I want to get rid of those rocks. See what he opts to bring in. Only Thunderous would really deter me from defogging. He goes Scizor, and that's the best thing he could have possibly went into. He'd probably hard switch out here. He instead decides to throw off a Bullet Punch, which is a terrible play, and he deserved every bit of that static. He deserved every bit of that static, and I now get to throw off a Heat Wave. And that Scizor will go down, looking very, very nice for Greninja. Isn't a Thunderous? I just want to discharge and put this thing in range of Dark Pulse. That's my smartest play. It munched that. Is this a defensive Thunderous or something? It's got to be some sort of whack shit. Z Heal Block. Wow. But he is not faster than Greninja. If he throws off the agility here, he's going to be in range of my priority, so... Alright, so Greninja comes in here, gets to click Dark Pulse. Safest play. What the hell is this? Is he max special defense? You know what, I'm going to say deserved. I'm going to say he deserved to get flinched for running a max special defense Thunderous. I'm going to say he deserved on that one. That's what I'm going to have to call out on that. He goes in a Gliscor. I just sack Infernape here. Bring back in Greninja. This is almost like a 50-50, isn't it? You know, I just click Hydra. I don't care. If he brings in Decidueye, I get in Mawile. And the Gliscor goes down, which is wonderful. Mawile should be able to win this. So should Greninja. Unless he's some sort of whack scarf shit. Which I've seen. It won't let you put websites there. Shit. Let me get the link up there. I'll just grab it. Post it in the Discord then. Post the link in the Discord and I grab it from there. Is it in there? Oh, it is in there. Copy that link. And then I'll just finish off this guy. Bring it in. There we go. I got the battle up here. But I just want to finish this one off. There we go. GG. Sitting there. Now I'm going to switch over here. Alright, turn one. Right on time. Who do you guys got winning this game? You guys got Tacos or Bash? I predicted Bash in the pick'ems, but we'll see what happens. Ugh. Or there's a danger sweeper like Charizard. There's no way. I'm pretty sure that's X. I'm 90% sure that's X. U-turn on the Torn. Bash should have been on top of that with his Scarf, HP Ice, Torn. Top 10 chokes. It's a choke on his end to not be Scarf, HP Ice, Torn, I believe. I feel like Torn would just throw off the Hurricane here. Or potentially a Taunt. I imagine it would be some sort of Taunt variant, especially against a Pex team and a Mandibuzz. Almost 90% sure it's Taunt. So I'm expecting to see... So the Sky Strike, right. So I'm guessing it's going to be something like the Blunder Sky Strike Torn that's got some popularity as of late, although it's fizzled out a little bit, hasn't it? Brings in the Evire. Not a very great Evire switching. Certain variants of Muck could wall this with the figure cycle, I guess. He's got a bit of 50-50 clicking Ice Punch, or he does go for the Ice Punch. He may just opt to click Cross Chop here, predicting the Stealth Rock, which seems fairly obvious here. He could do that if he wanted to. I feel like I would probably just click Cross Chop here. We'll see what happens, though. Definitely expecting the Piloswine to just get the rocks up. Also possible to just Scarf Electivire. Well, no, wouldn't be, because Lander's a Scarf. Probably wouldn't run dual Scarfer. What do you think, Chihuahua? You think it's going to go for the Cross Chop? I feel like I should be able to put on the timer here. There's an Lander. That was a very weird move. There was a few plays, and that was not one of them. One play, he could have went into potentially Mandibuzz, could have went into Pex, he could have just went for Cross Chop, he even could have went into Cobalion. I think going into Landers was the only thing that wasn't an option, and he opts to do that, and he gets punished for it. Rightfully so. That was a very whack play. I'm not going to lie about that. Not the play I would have made there. He goes on a Suicune. On the Cobalion. Cobalion's looking fairly threatening here. I'm imagining it's going to roar. Does roar. See the Landers come in. Last Pokemon he wanted to get roared into. Maybe aside from Mandibuzz. And that thing is very close to empty. Probably goes on to Pex here, I would think. Imagine we're going to Pex. I'd probably just roar here, actually, trying to weaken the team down with Pex most likely getting U-turned into. He could go Evire, and he's shown to be crazier than I am, so you never know. I would think Sexy Pexy would come out here. It's really tough for Tacos to bring this game back. It is not looking very promising for him. But he still has that fat core of Mandibuzz and Sexy Pexy. Isn't it Mandibuzz? Pretty curious play. I guess he is just really wanting to try and defog those rocks away. See Clefable come in. If it's Calm Mind Clef, this could get interesting. I imagine it would just get rocks back up. Instead goes for Psychic. I'm guessing it's Life Orb. Gotta be Life Orb. Mandibuzz going for Toxic on the Clef there was nuts. Taco's, he's on some whack shit this game. He's on some whack shit. He's gonna bring the Cobalion here. Not sure what Tacos is doing at all. Frankly, I have no offense to him because he played well to get here, but I got no clue what man's doing. I got, like, I could say what I think's gonna happen here and there, but there's no point in me trying to predict this man. I imagine something like Kuhn would come in. Clef is left in, and I think that was a very bad play. I'm not gonna lie. I get predicting him to predict the Kuhn, but Clefable is very, very important in this matchup, and there was just not a reason to risk it on a player who's shown to be as unpredictable and crazy as Takus has this game. I never would have left the clef in, but I guess it's easier to say when you're just watching the battle, not playing it. Laddie switchings are not looking great, particularly if it's some sort of Combine Thunderbolt variant like I think it would be. That's right, for the Ice Beam, Mandibuzz munches that. It's either a fully specially defensive Mandibuzz or a not fully offensive Latios. Probably specially defensive Mandibuzz. Is that makes it makes less sense, he would say. So here comes the Mandy. Mandy looks pretty nice in this matchup since Clefable was inexplicably let go. If Latios isn't Calm Mayan, the best answer to Mandibuzz is probably either Taunt, Torn, or some sort of Curse Muck. I'm definitely going to have to ask Bash after this game what that clef play was. TDP made some curious plays too, but they were systematic craziness. It was not one random crazy play that there is to figure out. I feel like there's a method to his madness, though. I feel like he's strategically being crazy to lull Bash into a false sense of security. Something like that. This turn's taking a little bit. I feel like the Pex would come in on Muck first, just to kind of feel the Muck out for a little bit. If Muck's Curse, it's very dangerous for Tacos. Although Ice Punch tells you that it's probably not. It very well could be a Assault Vest variant. And if it is, then it very well could have the Shadow Sneak that would take out the Cobalion here. Just something to note. Wow, the Muck just goes right for the knockoff. Cabalion's gonna get rocks up. I feel like it going for knockup screams that it must be, even though it's shown the Ice Punch, it screams that it must be some sort of Figgy Recycle set, or else you wouldn't really want Muck to take that damage, I think. Lando comes in. Torn will come in on that. Hurricanes are pretty free, especially if it is Taunt, like I think it would always have to be in this matchup. If it's not, I feel like that, I mean, it's easy for me to say watching, but I feel like not having Taunt would be a misprep. But I'm sure Bash knows what he's doing, and I do expect it to be Taunt, so we will see as the battle goes on, because that could potentially... What's up, Shadowclaw? For right now, I'm watching this league battle for my league's playoffs. After this, I'll go back to what the live stream says about my team gets worse with every loss. But for now, I just kind of want to commentate this playoff battle. Thanks for showing up to the stream, though, and I will get back to it after this. Iron Tail, that is a nice little bit to show there. I would have thought Cross Chop would have been more likely, but that's probably just because I hate having to click Iron Tail. That move misses 90% of the time, and it is not a move I like to rely on. So interesting to see what the Evire answer is. I'm not sure if Laddie is able to take it out. Very real possibility that it's an Assault Vest Electivire, especially considering what his other Torn answers are, which there really are not any. Assault Vest seems like a very real possibility to me on what this thing could be. Don't think it would be Scarf on a team with Scarf Landorus. Latios comes in, so we may very well see if it is Assault Vest, like I think. If any of you guys are watching, let me know what you're thinking about this battle and some of the more key plays that went down in it. Been fairly interesting so far, especially with Taco's crazy plays keeping it lively.
What's up, dog? What do you think of the game so far, Shads? What do you think of it, puppy?
He cannot be bothered. He cannot be bothered with this game right now. He wants his guts scratched. Alright, bud. Ooh, Psychic as he goes into Mandibuzz. And this Pokemon's gonna be tough to deal with. Whew. He's got a much better shot if the Muck is Curse. But we have no clue right now. Muck will come in, foul play goes off. Based on the damage, looking like it's very attacking. Guessing some sort of adamant set, probably adamant HP. Sexy Pexy's gonna come in and get knocked off. Could be very nice for helping Torn whittle the thing down. If Torn's not taunt, it may come down to either having to get confusions or having to freeze Mandibuzz, so that'd be interesting. Torn will come in on the Sexy Pexy. Mandibuzz comes in on that. Torn goes right for the Defog and gets Toxic. So this game is looking a little bit over. The only thing I think that can save this is a freeze from Lottie or Muck being Curse. I guess it wasn't Taunt Torn. I question that, but easier for me to say as an outside viewer than someone actually in the game.
What's up, Wah? What's up, Wah Wah?
What do you think about the game? I need my co-host. What do you think about the game? He's too lazy to do his speak right now.
Oh, come on, boy.
This turn's taken a little bit, and this turn has been a pretty crucial one for the battle. Torn showing to likely not be taunt, and also getting the poison off on it, which makes Toxapex look like it's going to have a hard time going down, especially not with Mandibuzz showing to be an answer to Latios. And here comes Suicune on Pex, which not entertaining. Although Evire is going to come in on it. So fortunately we're blessed with not having to be stuck on Suicune versus Pex, the 1v1. Although it may eventually come to that. Suicune beating Pex is a must for Bash. And so see if the Muck's Figgy. It is, or a Papa, which is the same thing. Gonna see a Recycle here. Mandy comes in, surprising. It's kind of nice to get that thing knocked off for Bash. And then Pex comes back in on the Ice Punch. This game's kind of devolving into some stall action. Anyone watching want to do a random battle on the side of this because it's kind of getting boring? It's likely going to come down to Suicune versus Pex. I'm going to find one here. I'm going to get one going because the battle is, especially for someone as ADD as me, it's definitely taking a stroll into boring down. Facing a random name person. Lunatone should be a pretty good answer to this thing. I guess knockoff's a thing that exists, but whatever, I'm just going to Lunatone because I feel like it. Gonna hope that Stealth Rock is the one move it doesn't have, but I'm gonna guess it's not.
What's up, Wawa? Give me that ball. Good boy.
You're being boring, Chihuahua. Bring on the Lunatone. He does have the rocks, but that means he might not have knockoff. I'm gonna go right for an Ice Beam, see what he wants to do. Ooh, that's good to get off. See if he's knockoff or toxic. He is knockoff, so he's probably not toxic. That'd be my thought process anyway. I hate getting teams with no hazards and no hazard control in Ranbats. It sucks, the big one. He goes out and Gallade is like Psychic. That chip is going to be nice for getting in range of Sock potentially later. Let's go for knockoff. It cannot have Earthquake apparently. Okay. That's weird to me. I'll go for my Rock Polisher, I think. Let's go back to this game. Still 4-4, not surprised. So Ice Beam, Mandy comes in. Mandy's gotta hope it does not get frozen. Frozen happens. Unfortunately, is the Palkia to go into, so this game's not looking very good for me. I kind of shit on a matchup because I got like this garbage team. Naganadel is my only hope, and it's not looking very good. Yeah, he of course lands both Hydro Pumps, because why wouldn't he? I'm going to go in my Furfrou, throw off a Toxic here. Oh, it is the Calm Mind Latios. I thought based on the way it's played, it would have clicked that sooner. Oh, wow. So Mana Buzz going down makes it look really good for Latios. Brings in the Sand Slash. That's not a good Furfrou answer. Evire comes in. Good opportunity to get the thing in range of Psychic. Comes Gallade. I'm a Furfrou, man. I'm a Furfrou. I take any hit you can throw off. Yep. Except he is Drain Punch, not Close Combat. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? You got a fat face. Alright, Landers will come back in. If he wants to bring in Palkia again, he wants to bring it. Here we go. Here's the co-host. I got him. Say hello to the good people. Say hello to the good people. Shut up. Hello? Say hello to the good people. He's trying. He's trying. Hey Alex, I'll accept your challenge right after I finish this battle. Actually, screw this battle. Yeah, screw this battle. I'm losing it. I think I've lost it. I'll do your challenge. Let's see how Bash versus TDP is going. Good luck, have fun, man. I'll go right for a Sludge Bomb here on the Livani. Oh wait, you know what? I gotta get my screen blocker up. What am I doing? There we go. I gotta hit my screen blocker up so my moves are secret. Marsh Shadow. Uh-oh, that thing's a monster. What's up, Ninja? How you doing today? What advice you got for these games, Shad? Well, Marsh Shadow gets the KO, but it's going to sleep. Let's bring in the Togue. Oh, wow. Laddie came in hard on the packs. That was risky. A risk I would not have taken, but I guess it works out for our young hero Bash. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted to see. See if it's got the HP grass. Yep. Not surprised. For overheat, Vanilla barely takes it, but it's getting in range. You guys got anything going on today or in the future coming up? And it looks like Bash is going to claim the dub here. In what was a game that I'm going to say fairly I do not think was played well by either side. But TDP was just a little bit more on that whack shit than Bash was. Brings in the Toros. Uh-oh. I think it's a bit threatening. Oh wow, is that banded? I didn't even know this thing could be banded in random battle. I thought they were almost all life orb. That's not boding well. Alright, I guess I gotta go into size here. Best option I've got, I think. What's up, little dog? Oh, hey, Bash. You gotta explain to me that Clef play. You need to explain to me why you risk Clef on the Cabalion. I need answers on that. That made it so much harder for you. Alright. I guess it's mostly down to Togekiss here. I like how I'm facing Marshadow and Dialga webs with a team that's just basically just Clef and 4 Crocs the shit. You gotta love Rambatsa, you gotta love it. Get on, buddy. Sock is just gonna munch that. Swoobat not so much. And now we gotta go for it, Toge. It's down to this. Why does my chat keep disconnecting? That's weird. I'm not sure why that's happening. And I don't particularly know what to do about that. I've never even seen that before, actually. This is no wonder Twitch is kicking YouTube's butt in the streaming business. Bash, you there, man? I don't have Roost. Uh-oh. Well, that's GG. I don't know why this thing's not Roost. I'm just gonna drop a GG. Then we might go back to the OU ladder after this, see if we can't get our team to continue getting worse. Through the challenge rules. Main's gonna come out and it will end this thing. GG. And let's see what the OU ladder is back for me. And for anyone who's new to the stream, what I'm doing is every time I lose a battle on the OU ladder, I have to replace one of my Pokemon with a Pokemon in a lower tier than it. I started off with Garchomp over Infernape, and I had Ferrothorn over Amoonguss. And then I've lost them down to this. Persian. He does not have great answers to Infernape at all. I just want to get on my rocks, though. This Infernape kind of runs a train on him. He goes Rotom, that's fine with me. I can just go out into... I think I just want to get damage off on this, even if I got my attack dropped. Yeah, he'll defog. I'm going to get my rocks back up. If he wants to attack me, he attacks me. There we go. Alright. Is it in range of Dark Pulse? I'm not even sure. Whatever, I'll figure it out. He'll have to make a decision here. It's not like he KOs me anyway. I'm gonna need to interrogate Bash about that Clefable play, though. I'm gonna have to throw the timer on this man. He's taking a little bit. He is out the building. Alright. Well, the game's still up in the air a little bit, so I'm gonna wait. Just responding to something quickly. And not looking like this man's coming back. Yeah, I'll probably find another one. Because I don't think this man's coming back. Alright, this is a ratchet looking team. I'm not gonna lie about that. Probable Landorus lead, that's what I think. I'll just lead off with my own and click HP Ice. If he's max speed Scarf, it's a speed. Oh, get him with a crit. That is rough for my opponent. Yeah, there's no two ways about it. We're gonna cop a W in the other game. He's gonna bring his Corona here. What's my answer to this? It used to be Chomp, but Chomp's gone. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see if it's a Psychic variant. I know they all used to be that. I don't know if they still run that. And why am I blocking my screen? I don't need to anymore. What the hell? He's physically defensive Volcarona? This man is on another wave. This man might be too legit. I don't know if this man can be beat. What do I do? Gonna go to... He quivers there. That was a really stupid play of him to quiver there. And that might be just the thing that saves him, making that really dumb play. Yeah, he's gonna win on that very, very poor play, but that's Pokemon, I guess, especially low ladder. So let's replace something else. I don't want to replace Greninja ever. I'm gonna have to replace Landorus with something else. What do I want here? Nidoking could be not bad. Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, that looks good. And we can get back on the horse here. Not sure how much longer I'm going to do this, probably not too much longer. Maybe just a few more battles here. Gotta see how things go. Probable Torn Lead or Metacham, you'd think. I just want to go with my Zapdos, which covers both. I'll probably U-turn out in his Zygarde, that's what I would think. I'm just going to throw off a Heat Wave here. He could also go Nihilego, which makes a lot more sense. Does go Nihilego, fine with me. I'm going to bring in my Nidoking. His Nidoking answers are not great. I feel like he has to go Torn here, because that's the only thing he has that takes an Earth Power. He does go Torn. Not too surprised. I feel like, yeah, he might have just thought I was Life Orb or something. Yeah, it felt like he was going to leave it in, even though that was a bit of a ratchet move. You gotta trust your gut, right? Hopefully I don't lose to this thing. Fortunately, he does not have a knockoff, or at least he didn't click it, and Mungus is going to be able to revenge that. This thing doesn't take me out, does it? Nope. But I think I take him out. Yeah, good move to my Assault Vest of Mungus. Good move there. Alright, so Zygarde is now by far the most scary thing he has. I realize now that getting rid of Landorus, I traded my only Zygarde switch in for something that does not take on Zygarde at all. But that's going to be part of the complications of this sort of challenge. So, you gotta play with those as they come. I feel like Diancie would be the lead for him here. I just want to lead off with my Greninja. He goes Ambipom. That's very okay with me. I'm just going to go Zapdos. Very good switching on this thing. U-turns were static. Doesn't get it, of course. Brings in his Diancie, which is fine by me. I could just go into my Mungus here. He gets up rocks and it's not mega. Very interesting play. I feel like here he would switch out, right? I'm gonna bring in my Nidoking. He goes into Ambipom. Does Ambipom even take a Sludge Wave? This thing's so frail. He's scarfed. This man's on some whack shit. He goes into Crobat as I go into my Mawile. Ooh, he taunts, and I do not have a status move, so that was not the play. And I am looking for your Mawile switching, my friend. As he just decides to let Crobat go down, which is relatively nice. I guess makes it better for Nape. Brings in Latios. What? I'm not believing this thing is a switch into my Mawile. I'm just not going for that. Yeah, I don't know why he thought his Mega Latios was going to force out my Mawile enough for him to click that move there. Let's click Play Rough. Move that doesn't let this thing set up. I very much do not want to let that thing set up. Glad to see myself able to avoid 2 burns there. He brings in Zeraora. I'm going to get off a lot of damage with Sucker Punch here. He'll take me out. Does that put him in range of Shuriken? That should put him in range of Shuriken. Maybe not if I hit twice, which would be a travesty. But he goes into Ambipom, which definitely lets Greninja win the game. He goes into Zeraora. His only play is going to Diancie and not Mega Evolve it and try to survive it in the regular mode. She does not do. And that's going to be the end of this game, and I think that's going to be the end of the stream. I want to thank you guys who've watched it, and have yourselves a good night.